Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to potentially the last part, or the second last part of the Shadows of Mist Snowstorms event, the Albedo event happening in Dragonspine right now. And for this one, we're just going to jump right into it because we've had the Rise of the Fell Flower kind of part of this challenge be available to us now, but that's not what we're going to start off with. We're going to start off with doing all the Dragonspine special training. We're going to blast through that as quickly as possible. We're going to then build our snowman and then see what we can do with the Rise of the Fell Flower. But for now, let's jump into special training and go to the agility training icebreakers advanced. Let's go to that right now. So you're located over here to the southeast of Dragonspine, and once you get to the waypoint, it's pretty much right here. And we're just going to start it up. It's going to point us in the correct direction, and we're going to go right now. Here we go. You jump up here, pick that up. This ice breaks, so be careful there. Weave between these pillars here and go to this point and pick up the breaking buff here, then break through the pillars that are sparkling. Get to this waypoint, and then we're gonna slowly make our way across this breaking ice. You don't have to sprint here. I think sprinting is like a worse thing to do. It kind of messes up my flow, at least I believe. But now we have to climb up this mountain. Interesting that we have to climb, but you know, I'm all about it. Oh, this is very interesting. This is gonna be very difficult. Oh. Oh. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, be careful there. That's a bit of parkour, like actual parkour you have to do in Genshin Impact. I never thought I'd say that. You have to do actual parkour in Genshin Impact. Get to the top here, and then you just have to glide. Now I'm going to use my Inazuma speed gliding feather here just to be even quicker than normal. If you do have that little equipment thing, I'd recommend you have it just so you can glide a bit faster, or you use it. And then we collect these last 2 coins through the air, and that is the challenge done. Pretty quick challenge, took us what, a minute 30, and we got 40,000 score. That one is a bit difficult though, because you have to do that bit of parkour, but definitely be wary of that. Not too difficult. What I recommend you guys do for that parkour part is don't sprint. You do not need to sprint because you get enough height and then you can glide down. So if you sprint, you might accidentally propel yourself a fair bit further than you actually need to. But we're jumping into the event screen. That is the challenge done. That is all the Primo Gems and all the rewards collected. Now, onto the tracker training. First bit of tracker training is located over here by this waypoint, and once you get here, starting from the waypoint, there's a few right behind it, so you want to switch over to a pyro character specifically and start breaking the pillars here, where there's 2 here behind the actual little waypoint, and then another over here by this platform. I don't know who I'm getting attacked by, that guy. You're going over to this little ring thing. There's another crystal just behind it at the back side. And then for a few more crystals, jump down into the hole, and you'll see 2 here, one with a hilly shell, and then one just in the kind of corner. Amazing.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
That melts. And then the last crystal is kind of within this little channeled area. We're going to try to hit this with a pyro attack, even though the, okay, okay, we hit it with the pyro attack. I hate this game. I really hate this game. And then the last crystal that we're going to need is over here, just pretty much in front of the waypoint where we could drop down from. The last crystal is right here. You break that, and that is this tracker training done. And the next tracker training is over by the south side, southeastern side of Dragonspine, just in between here. So we're going to teleport to this waypoint, and I'll see you at the tracker training. Okay, so if you came from the same direction as I did from the mountain, then you'll obviously see a one right here in the middle, and we'll follow the left side of the little ridge. So you'll have one in the middle, and then another one over by the side here. Following this little mountain along, you'll see one in the middle of the path with a hilly shell next to it. Use my ult here to break that. Then go over here to this little mountain face and hit this one, which is the 4th. Then you pretty much go to the opposite side of the path, and you'll get the 5th one right here, next to this kind of torch and a bunch of enemies that are following me. Go behind the little hilly shell hut here, and you'll find the 6th one. And then follow to the other side of the hilly shell hut, and you'll find the 7th. And then the final one is tucked away behind some rocks here in between the actual mountain and a little boulder. And that is the second tracker training done. Obviously, jumping up into the rewards, you can go into the Dragonspine Special Training and get the Primo Gems and the currency that you need. And then for the last one, we're going to go over to the combat training, going over to number 5, which is over near the entrance of Dragonspine. Now, as per usual, when you get here, you need to obviously light up those things. So if you find this little mechanism, the thing that you need to pick up, this Scarlet Quartz, is right behind it. So just go there. For this scarlet thingy that you have to light up, the Scarlet Quartz is right behind it, just tucked away behind a rock. Break that, pick it up, and then hit the thing to turn it to heat. And the final one, where it is, you just have to drop down behind this little ridge, and you'll pick up the Scarlet Quartz just like that. Hit it, and it turns it to Pyro, and now you can start the challenge, and let's do it. And there you go, that is one combat challenge done. On to the next one. And this one is located pretty much at the very south side of Dragonspine, so let's just go over there. And once you get to this combat challenge, looking at this mechanism, the Scarlet Quartz for it is right next to it, pretty obvious. Just hit that there, turn it to heat. Going over to this mechanism, the Scarlet Quartz is right on the opposite side of the pillar, or the little mountain boulder that it's kind of opposite of. And then the final mechanism is a fair bit away. It's right here, and the Scarlet Quartz for it is next to this wall, the broken down wall that you can see here. You break that, turn that to heat, and that turns this to heat, and now you can start the challenge without having the sheer cold effect. Start it up, and now you have to just do some combat as per usual.
I will have order.
Make for mercy. Freeze to the car. Eye for an eye.
And there you go, that's the challenge complete. The combat challenge is done. Going up into the event preview thingy, going to the Dragonspine Special Training, and there you have it. That's the Primo Gems and the currency gotten, with also the Mora. And now finally, we're going to go over what people have been waiting for, the Born of Snow event. So for the Born of Snow, obviously it's actually the easiest thing to do. Just, well, you don't actually have to go here yet. You have to go over to the encampment where the snowmen are. And once you get to this place where you built your other 2 snowmen, you can literally just go to the 3rd snowman, which is just here, and build him as you want. You've got a bunch of different things that you can do for him. Hats, a Santa hat, scarf. I think that's a nice looking scarf, but let's go with the purple one just for a bit of panache. Let's go with egg eyes and a nice carrot nose. And you build this 3rd snowman, and you just get a simple 30 Primo Gems. So it's pretty straightforward, nothing too difficult in any way, shape, or form. But now, onto the actual challenge you guys are looking for, the Whopper Flower boss. Okay, so now going on to the Rise of the Fellflower challenge, the actual boss of the event. And I have done one of these. I wanted to test out the boss to see what's happening and see exactly what I have to do. And we've got a bunch of challenges that we have to do. So let's just go over some of the easy ones. Obviously, one of them is just to destroy all the arcane fruits and defeat the Fellflower. I don't know how that I didn't get that one when I was doing my little test run. I thought it was just to kill it, but oh well. Another challenge is when the Fellflower activates its snowball attack, use an arcane fruit to interrupt its attack. That one's going to be quite difficult from what I can tell. Another one is defeat 4 monsters created by the arcane fruits in total. The next challenge is defeat the Fellflower without allowing it to absorb any arcane essence at all. And then also the last one is defeat the Fellflower without being hit by its subterranean attack. Now, let's quickly just summarize a few of the mechanics of the boss fight. So, periodically through the fight, the boss will summon destroyable arcane fruits, not Fellflowers. The Fellflower will summon destroyable arcane fruits with just normal attacks. You can destroy it. And when you destroy one, it will take out a large portion of his shield. He has a cryo shield, much like La Signora's cryo shield. The arcane fruits, when destroyed, will just deal a large portion, but at the same time, you can just use pyro attacks to take the shield off slowly, but more often than an arcane fruit. At the same time, periodically throughout the fight, he will also summon the arcane essence, which is a small red crystal that floats around the boss. Every so often, he'll summon them, and after a short time that these are on the field, they will fly into the boss, regenerating his shield. So I'm pretty sure they can only appear after you've done damage to the shield. You want to pick up these essences. You don't destroy them. These arcane essences, you actually pick up yourself to prevent the boss from picking up. So you want to pick up those because one of the challenges is to defeat
I'll
the
be
boss
back.
without him absorbing any. And then obviously one of the challenges is just don't get hit by his attacks, but some of his attacks are a snowball rain from above. He'll just shoot snowballs into the sky and they'll be marked on the ground where they'll land. Another one, he'll throw 3 snowballs in a cone in front of him, 1 in the middle and 2 on the side. It's very simple to avoid that one. You just kind of stand in between the 2 on the left. It's an easy moving mechanic. Some of these challenges are pretty easy in my opinion. But yeah, we're going to just get into the boss fight and see what happens, see how we do it. I just want to showcase the boss fight for the first time, so let's get into that. Okay, so getting to the boss fight, obviously I recommend using pyro characters because you can destroy the shield with pyro characters. And you've also got these heat pillars around the map just to remove sheer cold. But yeah, let's just start off the fight. I'm going to be doing this in single player just to make it a lot easier for myself. So let's get into it. He'll spawn in the middle as per usual after a little bit of a timer. And I'm just going to get a bit of a head start on his shield and kind of start destroying it with my characters. So he summons arcane essences, which are these little crystals here that you just want to right click or rather F pick up. And that right there is the arcane fruit. That is the snowball attack.
Solidify.
And essentially you want to destroy these to deal a massive chunk of damage to his shield. But I'm not going to destroy this straight away because I want to try to interrupt his snowball attack with the arcane fruit. I think that's going to be a pretty difficult thing to do, and it seems I can't really reach it there, which is kind of odd.
Solidify.
But let's try to deal with that. And we just destroyed him and he did that. You'll obviously be told on screen when he picks up or goes to put down some arcane essences, so be aware of that. Now he's putting down some more. There's another one. I was going to pick that up. Just try to not to let him have them. This is another arcane fruit here. We're just going to chuck over into him. Just get it out of the way. And there's a bunch of arcane essences. Quickly rush over. And yes, there he's picked some up. That is a sad, unfortunate little detail. But he has picked up some more arcane fruits. But nothing I can do about that. And we can just break his shield using some pyro characters here. That is a very weird thing that is available. But it is available to us. So we're going to do it. And once you break his shield, he goes into this little damaging phase where you actually have to just kill a normal Whopper Flower. And the gameplay for this is rather simple. You just want to kill him like any other Whopper Flower in the game. He has a bunch of different attacks. I don't know how I died there. I was in animation. That's fine though. And then after you just kill this Whopper Flower, the boss fight is done and you get a bunch of currency for the event. Obviously you get these little menu here that, you know, to symbolize which one you did first or which one, who was the best player in the team. Clicking away, you get 300 currency every single time you kill him. So to buy all the stuff in the shop, you can just kill the boss repeatedly for a while and just get a bunch of the currency. And going into the Rise of the Whopper Flower, whatever it's called, there's a bunch of attacks there, or a bunch of challenges that we have done. Now, which ones have I done? Interrupt his snowball attack. I didn't know I did that. Don't get hit by subterranean attack. I didn't know I did that. And after the Fellflower throws out an arcane fruit, defeat it without being hit by a fruit's hammer strikes. I didn't know I did that.
Alright then.
But essentially, there's a few of these challenges are going to be difficult, but a lot of them you're just going to get randomly by accident. If I'm being completely honest, a lot of them you'll get by accident. Obviously, the hardest one, or one of the hardest ones I feel, will be the defeat the Fellflower without allowing it to absorb any arcane essence, because you have to be on top of the arcane essence. As soon as it appears, you have to be ready to pick it up. And that means that you pretty much have to stay right next to the boss at all times. And then for the arcane fruits, destroy all the arcane fruits and then defeat the Fellflower. What that means is that there is a set amount of arcane fruits that the boss has that it takes to take away his shield. You have to destroy all those before you actually kill him. So pretty much don't deal any damage to his shield with pyro characters. You only deal damage to his shield with fell fruits, or arcane fruits, sorry. And then the fourth one here is destroy 4 monsters. That's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to go into a little bit of time-lapse of me completing these challenges, just so you guys don't have to sit here kind of mindlessly watching me talk about it. So let's just jump into that really quickly. As you can see, he does have 3 fell fruits around him, so you have to destroy all those for that encounter or that quest to be done, just as a reference point. I should mention, actually, I just noticed that picking up the Arcane Essence does deal damage to you. That's why my Zhongli was dying. That's why I was very confused as to why I was dying. And there we go. I'm pretty sure I just did all the challenges in one. I'm pretty sure I did all the big challenges in one. So now let's go over to the event menu and have a look-see, because I'm begging and hoping that I did. And no, I didn't. Destroy all the arcane fruits and defeat the fell flower. Interesting. Okay, this is fine. That's fine, actually. So what I'm going to do for that challenge, for those who are curious as to what the answer might be, I'm going to actually equip a bow character, or maybe not even a bow character, a ranged character as my main DPS. I'm going to equip my Yen Fei here, and we're going to see if she can destroy those things in the sky, and we'll just destroy them as quickly and as efficiently as possible. For my healer though, I am switching my healer to a different one, a bit more of an active healer than a reactive healer. I'm going to switch over to Barbara, just so I can top my characters off at specific times, much like now. And I'll just get back to you guys if that is the case, if just destroying them is the answer. So let's just jump into it now.
Incinerate!
And that's him destroyed. Okay, so now that we've destroyed that with all ranged characters, that's 3 flowers destroyed. We're gonna jump into here. Try to rinse him as fast as possible. And we go back into the challenge. And it is completed. So yes, that is the best way to do it. Equipped a ranged character, a catalyst, or a bow character will work. And shoot the flying fell crystal, fell fruit, whatever it's called, arcane fruit. Shoot the flying one to destroy it at the same time as you're destroying the ones that are on the ground. That is the way to complete that challenge. And then also just kill him in that final phase. And that's pretty much all the challenges done. That's 6 challenges done, and all the rewards are just, no primos, just this currency. But that is the next part of the video. The in-game shop, the second part of the in-game shop, obviously, with doing that first part, we can buy the rest of everything, or not the rest of everything, because we still have 2 more challenges for each thing to go. But we can buy a bunch more stuff with that initial currency that we got for the other challenges. Obviously, just spend it on whatever you want here. Yada yada yada, bought that stuff. But the second shop, here you can buy a crown with the boss currency, which is absolutely amazing. Crown is the best that you can buy. You have 2 more refinements for the weapon, which I'm pretty sure gets it to refinement 5. And then you've just got a bunch of little talent level up books for the Mondstadt region. This is Freedom, Philosophy, and Ballad here. And that's pretty good. Just gotta buy all that. And then to get the rest of this currency, you're just going to have, obviously I've done the boss a handful of times, but to get the rest of the currency, to buy the rest of the things, you're going to have to kill the boss a bunch more times, because you get 300 of this currency per boss kill. And that is the event. That's everything to do with the event, guys. Obviously, for the most part, I haven't done those other 3 challenges, and that will come in another video, just those challenges quickly done and everything summarized. But this has been the hard part of the event, I guess. The boss challenges, really, so nothing too difficult. The challenges can be hard to understand, but some of them you'll get done by accident if you just do the boss, and then some of them, like killing him and destroying all of his arcane fruits, that can be a one that you have to target, but essentially just use a ranged character. That has been this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching the guide and whatnot. Have an amazing day, stay hydrated, and do all the good stuff. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and all that positive things that help the channel. And I'll see you in the next video, and peace out.